Manny,
Hello, it's
Manny,
me.
we made it. We made it, buddy. We made it.
Yeah. More importantly, we finally get to end 2020. Praise be.
It's done. It's over. We're on to the next stage of our lives. The glory that will be 2021. Oh, Manny, I'm so happy about it. You know, the turning of a year means that everything will go back to normal instantly.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Everything's ended, including our beloved co-host's life, R.I.P. Nick.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
miss him. I'll
I'm
miss
sure
him.
that he'll come back from the dead, as he's probably too stubborn to die.
Much,
So
yeah.
I guess we'll keep an eye on that situation in the next couple weeks.
Well,
Should
yeah.
I buy a shovel at this point? I don't actually own like any gardening gear. So should I buy a shovel to dig him back out
Interesting.
of the grave?
Yeah, if you haven't yet, that would be good. I can play the. I actually got. He's still on the soundboard though, even though he's dead. Let's see.
Can't believe you fucked this up.
One fucking job.
One fucking job.
One fucking job. I'll miss him.
Perfect.
I'll
Really,
miss him.
really quality shit as usual.
Um, this is actually
And
kind
I
of.
was able to hear that. So it looks like he didn't totally fuck
Interesting.
OBS.
That's very surprising to me. This is
Brian
actually,
Lockwood in chat, coronavirus is dead. That's what I keep hearing from several news sources. So checks out.
seems legit. As far as I know, you have a new camera, Manny, which is very
Yes,
nice.
I do.
Can you please show everyone your mug as well?
Oh,
Your
yes.
face, your mug. Then the autofocus, beautiful. Nice.
That's actually a very decent autofocus.
No,
I'm quite pleased with that.
The audio only listeners are loving it, by the way. They love it when we do this.
One more party trick here. Let's see if I do this right.
Okay, this is really good. Oh.
Comes with an integrated ring light as well.
Wow, look at you, you're all lit up. You're all lit. It's lit.
I am literally lit. That is correct.
This is kind of fun, Manny. So I've asked a couple of our sim racing friends, or even just people that I kind of wanted to hear about what their sim racing year was like, and I asked a couple of people to send in audio or video, and I thought we could also play those.
Even though word on the street is one friend of the pod, Colossal Fuck Up, definitely did not deliver it in time.
Mr. Brian Lockwood has not delivered. A couple people really did, and I'm actually. So I asked. Here's what I asked for. We'll actually start with one, and then we'll go back, and then we'll come back. See, I asked for I wanted to go. This is such and such, and my year in sim racing was such and such. And I said, okay, do it in a minute or less. Make it, we're fast.
All right.
We're sim racers, right? I gotta say, not everyone that I asked stuck to that minute or less, but I'm willing to overlook it. We're gonna play the whole things in their entirety.
We may even have an appearance from Beyond the Grave. Am I correct in saying that?
Ooh, oh,
Did you forget to add that?
Forgot. That's a word for it.
You're so fucking dumb, Tom. I swear to God.
I'll be able to play it. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Don't worry. Okay. We're gonna start with one. This is from Mr. Tim Ryan, Australian sprint car wonder boy.
This is Tim Ryan, and my 2020 sim racing year had plenty of ups and downs. Obviously, with COVID at the start of the year, it opened up a lot of unique opportunities. Speedway Australia, which is our governing body in Australia for all dirt oval racing, put on their national street stock title through iRacing, just to give a bit of exposure to their existing partners that were going to support the series in real life. And that had around 250 competitors. It was done over about 3 nights of racing. And at the end of it, I was able to win my qualifying night and also the final night, which was really good. And then also Speedway Australia also put on our national sprint car tour known as World Series Sprint Cars, which is very similar to what you guys have over in the States with World of Outlaws. I was able to win that series, and that gave me an opportunity to race for a team that actually races on the national tour last year in a sprint car, which I've absolutely loved. I've had 3 races in the car so far and really enjoying it. And then obviously towards the end of the year as well, we've moved on to the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, the World Championship Series put on by World of Outlaws. And that's been challenging to say the least. We've had really good qualifying pace. We had a win at Knoxville. Eldora, we should have come away with a win as well. We did had a netcode incident with the last 2 laps, which was no fault to anyone else. It was just connection issues. And I've been plagued with connection issues pretty much every single race, even the race I won. I'm unsure why we're having a lot of issues. Well, me personally, with a lot of blinking and flashing. A lot of people probably think I'm just saying it as an excuse, but I've actually uploaded like plenty of videos showing what it's like from my point of view. It just makes it really difficult to race around people. And to be honest, it's really made motivation to prepare for the events quite difficult, just because you put at such a large disadvantage to the field, just trying to race around people and obviously not wanting to get into them as well makes it quite difficult. Then on the other hand, obviously I've continued my work with Virtual Racing School. We've opened up to 12 data packs now, obviously serving the dirt community. We're definitely the most comprehensive setup shop. Probably you don't want to call ourselves a setup shop, though. We offer a lot more than setups with the video tutorials, the data analysis side of things. And also VRS brought out their wheel, the Direct Force Pro, which I've been testing out throughout the year, and I'm absolutely love it. It's generally made sim racing all that more enjoyable again, especially with my real world experience. It just feels so immersive compared to what I'm used to. And looking forward to 2021, seeing what it has to offer. VRS will be releasing their pedals very soon, which are a very high-end pedal set. And looking forward to getting on them and seeing what events I'll be able to partake in the 2021 season.
So, as you can see, our good lad Tim having some connection issues down in Australia. It's probably tough, being doing wheel-to-wheel dirt action, if you've got some ping problems. But, yeah.
I think Nick's advice to Tim would be that he doesn't have to worry about passing cars if he just qualifies on pole.
Brian says I procrastinated because I wasn't sure what to fit in a minute. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Tim, this is like a 3-minute long file. And he's
also,
like,
were we paid for that? Were we paid for that plug? Are we sponsored by VRS now?
Should have. I mean, we're not. I'm gonna be sending an invoice. So please send dollars. Thank you, VRS. But it was actually it was really fun to get these in. Because every time I got one, it was like a little warm little sim racing community like bundle of joy in the holidays. It was fun.
It's the first time your cold heart has felt joy in quite some time.
That's right. Manny, what about your 2020 in sim racing? So we got more guys to play. Got a few more.
Oh shit!
What are yours?
I didn't send one in, did I?
No, you don't have to. You're on the show.
It was. Oh, thank God. My 2020 in sim racing. Start off the year pretty good. I won the Daytona 24 Hours class and overall, which was nice. Good start to the year. Then what happened after that?
Are you gonna do it in a minute or less?
I'm working on it.
Sorry.
Sorry. So then February started my own team, Ascari Autosport, which has been a really cool experience. Ascari will be a year old in 27 days, which is kind of cool. What else? Picked up some shithead named Tom along the way. Not really sure how that happened, but it is what it is. We're stuck now.
Right.
And then I got a dog in March, which caused my I rating to tank because I couldn't race for like 3 months. And then I gained it all back. And then I lost 700 I rating in 2 days racing with Shane and Nick at Talladega.
What a dumbass.
Yeah.
Is
So highs and lows. I'm at a new personal high for road I rating. Got it more involved in the community. Overall, pretty good.
Not bad. That was probably like 2 minutes, but good job, man.
Get fucked.
I'm proud of you. Hey, I did some IRO1 racing over the holidays, Manny. Quite a fun.
How's
quite
participation
fun.
in that? Is it any good?
It's not that good. It's not not as much as I would have thought. I think the races are too long. For people to be really excited about it, but the car was fun. The strategy.
Brief pause. Brian, my wheel was straight. I don't want to hear about it.
God, this every week, I swear. But you can't pass in it. That's my hot 2021 first take. Cannot pass.
Okay, so IRO1, no passaroni.
No passing. It's fine. I think like the strategy does open it up, and if you're like way faster, you definitely can. And NERB GP probably tough to pass in general, but we were like in a line for no exaggeration, like 20 laps.
So it has all the problems of modern F1 and no DRS.
Yes.
Great.
But it was fun.
That sounds awesome.
It's going to be either terrible as a WC or crazy because guys are going to send it from a million miles back.
So it's going to be Porsche Cup at 320K.
Yeah. It's going to be
okay.
wild.
Cool.
Who knows? It'll be fine. Let's do another one, Manny. I have one from a certain RaceBot rep. Let's listen to this one.
This is Arjuna Kangipadian. My year in sim racing was absolutely insane. I got to work with so many different people that I didn't think I'd be talking to over the past 12 months. As a driver, I got to do a race with Charlie Eastwood, a factory Aston Martin driver, as well as helping out with Tony Kanaan and Scott Speed as they prepared for the IndyCar iRacing Challenge. Then as a broadcaster, I got to work with so many different voices that I've been listening to over the years. The likes of Rob Howden and Townsend Bell, who are part of the IndyCar paddock, and of course, the very famous Radio Show Limited, who I got to work with across multiple iRacing special events. I also got the opportunity to do multiple World Championship broadcasts, both on commentary and as a producer, where I got to direct the season finale of the World of Outlaws Late Models, as that was broadcast live on Dirt Vision. It's been a crazy ride in 2020, and I can't wait to do it all again in 2021.
That's a true professional.
Shit. That was great.
Yeah.
That guy might have a future in broadcasting.
Maybe. Someone should really have RaceBot call him. Yeah.
Wait, that was Arjuna. How do you pronounce his last name again?
Kangipati.
Yeah. I remember him. Because last year at the Daytona 24, his team was an absolute weapon for like the first 4 hours in GT3.
I think he once mentioned that on the podcast, the RaceBot podcast, about how he like speared someone or someone hit him and he like went off on him on voice chat.
It was wild. Yeah, I was there.
Wow. But I mean, I did, I reached out to a couple people, and I did specifically want to get some of the guys that do the media side, because I thought that in some ways they might have had a more interesting year than some of the sim racers. Because I mean, for Arjuna or some of the broadcasters, probably crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
one event after another.
Ultimately, the sim racer is just nerd staring at a computer screen. So
how dare you?
I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
Spoken as a nerd staring at a computer screen right now.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, recording the shitcast. Well, Manny, I feel that we should have opened with this, but congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're a changed man.
Yeah, I got the bling to prove it.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy.
15 days in, haven't been returned, halfway through the store return policy, so it seemed to be doing all right.
That's easy. Just 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. Yeah. I think you're
a fortnight. It's 15 days now. It's a fortnight.
No, I don't play that game. I'm not that nerdy. But that's I'm happy for you, buddy, and that's why. So just so everyone knows, no one gets upset. That's why part of the reason why we haven't had a podcast in a couple weeks. Man's
that
busy.
And Nick has been drunk in Portugal, and we believe is now dead from alcohol poisoning.
I'm confident he is dead. I'm a little bit worried about him, He was last we saw him on a dirt bike. He did send in a video. Should I play the clip now, Manny, or should I play it later?
Nah, fuck it. Let's do it now.
He wants it now. Okay. Yeah. Nick also put in a year in sim racing. I don't know what I'd even call it.
A missive?
Here it is. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Nick. My 2020 season included winning every event I entered in. I started a shit podcast that nobody listens to, and fuck Tom.
Oh, thanks, buddy. We miss you. We'll miss you now that you're dead.
So I have both audios coming through right now, and I'm 50-50 on whether that actually went through to the pod. Can we get a confirmation in chat,
Please.
please?
Otherwise, I'll have to put it in later. I'm actually pretty confident it went through, but you do.
You're feeling good about your chances here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm shit at OBS, but we do the thing. Otherwise, I'll just have to play it again later, just repeatedly. I'll do. You know what, Manny? I'll tell you what. I'll give you my 2020 in sim racing. I'm gonna do
Didn't
it.
ask, but go for it.
I'm gonna do it in a minute. My year, in not to be touchy feely with you, Manny, but the year in sim racing, like no exaggeration, no joke, I would describe it as life changing. In a lot of ways, it's like it's everything that I wanted racing and motorsport to be for me. In a convenient package that merges with my now adult life with children, and it's so grassroots.
Brief aside, just to take a very small break from the sentimentality, just very, very brief, and then we can get back on it.
Mhm.
How funny is it that you've probably met more race drivers via this shit podcast and just this iRacing in general than when you actually worked in
Well,
motorsport?
I was telling someone about that. I was like, well, I talk to way more people in motorsport now, and people want to hear what or at least care about what I say more than ever when I was a full-time race mechanic. No one gave a shit. Like, literally, no one cared. Barely my team members cared. No one cared. But
Please continue.
yeah, it's weird. It's weird how that works. I don't know what to make of it. But I have legitimate actual RL motorsport friends as well as sim racing friends. But well, yeah.
Do you still have the clip of friend is a real loose term between us?
I have it. It's not on the soundboard. I'm sorry. Sorry. I should get it.
I should have memorized the quote, honestly, just to pop it off
Nick said,
at this moment.
Friend is a real loose term between us, you and me, bro. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that sounds right. Except upside down.
So my year in sim racing, sorry, Manny. We had Firecracker in that I only made the 200, didn't get in the 400, and then got wrecked on lap 3. Classic.
Still better than 24 Hours of Coda.
We had VCO Cup of Nations, where the American team made the finals, and then we all died in the Rallycross event.
Really badly.
Immediately.
Really badly.
Then I think it was a Norwegian car or something. It just murdered like half the field. Bounced off a wall.
Yeah.
But the Indy race and that was very fun, and the Americans did quite well.
I feel like
the
the Norwegian guy, was that the guy that got punted by Johan and killed half the field? It sounds
so.
like that sounds
yeah,
right.
He like went around on at Phoenix, the Rallycross course at the start. There's that wall on the left that comes in.
Yeah.
And someone tried to pass on the outside there, and then realized that there was a wall coming quickly, and then tried to move in, and instead just hit the wall.
Yeah,
and then
that sounds right.
Killed the field. Yep.
Checks out.
Pretty cool. We had that. We had PAX, Almost Pro 10K. I finished 13th.
Almost Quality broadcast. Yeah.
Friend of the podcast, Brian Lockwood, got second. Good job, buddy. And His team, Racecraft Esports, 1-2. They got the
1-2, baby.
We got the Corvette.
Doing it for
We got the
Dale.
Corvette thing. I got a little coin. It's right back there. It's probably the other Corvette. For a P10, friend of the pod, Wyatt Gooden, with a P2 because he didn't block. Sorry, buddy. He could have won a watch. But
We did give him a lesson, like, I don't know, 3 episodes ago, on how
Yep.
to block going forward, so I'm
Mhm.
sure it won't happen again.
Other than that, pure shit. I'm shit. Garbage. Can't compete with the good boys.
Hot, flaming trash.
2020.
And
Very
giving
good.
away WC level
Sets.
sets.
Mhm.
Yeah, for free on the forums and our shit Discord.
Wow, keeping it down to a minute is very hard. Even when you're me, still a little baby. Oh, started a pod.
We did start a pod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure like what to do with that information,
you know,
but it is a feature of our year.
What I love actually is watching the Twitch versus audio come in and out. Audio is again far in the lead. I never know what to make of it. I don't know why. Some days, some episodes that people love download it off of Apple, whatever. Don't know. Don't understand it. It's over my head.
Sometimes I struggle to watch this back, so I can't imagine what it's like for someone else actively seeking this out
Yeah.
or tripping
Christ,
into
can't
it.
Imagine. All right. I have a little clip from our buddy Hawa. Manny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do.
Play that shit.
He did not keep it down to a minute. Not
Oh,
even
I'm
close.
totally fine with that.
Okay.
What a gem of a
Okay,
man.
Here we go.
Hello everybody, this is Howard74 from Twitch. Many of you may know me. My year in iRacing has been a little up and down. I started off with about 1450 in iRacing, been down to 10,000 to 1,000 and as high as 1,800. So it's been up and down, but mostly down here lately, as you can see, and we'll get back to that later. But it's been a good year. I've had some victories and some crashes, of course. A highlight might be the NIS win I had. Can't remember if it was on Kansas or Texas, but that was bloody awesome. I was 4th at the when the last lap started and got a good run, and some of them in front crashed and overtook the rest, as far as I believe. I can remember. But that was immensely fun, spending all that time doing ovals and then get something to really show for it. Driving 2 hours around, that's pretty tough, but it's great fun. Also had one of the strangest finishes to a race on. I was also on oval. Was on Talladega in the trucks. I was behind the leader. He went up a bit to defend from a guy on my outside. I tried to go inside of him. We touched. He went up into the guy on the outside, and we passed the start-finish straight with 0.050, I think it was, between us, and I won that race. That was awesome fun. But yeah, it's been an okay year. The ending here could be better. A few days ago, my trusted old Thrustmaster T500 decided to not work anymore. Then I found a web shop that had the T300 in order on stock, and I ordered that, got it the day after, and I've used it yesterday for really the first time. And today it takes out the power in one part of the house when I plug it on. So that's the engine that's probably fucked in that one. So that sucks. So I probably won't be streaming until sometime next week. I hope, at least. I'm gonna have words with them at least. They said when I made the complaint that it could take up to 2 weeks to get it fixed or changed or something like that. But I'm not gonna stand for that. It's supposed to be working longer, so we'll see. I plan to be back next week at least. At least then we will see what happens. But from me, I wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope to see a lot of you on my stream in the next year. I will be streaming a lot. So happy new year, everybody. Bye.
And I can definitely recommend Hala 74's stream. One of the nicest fellows I've had the pleasure to meet.
I really want. I think a 2021 goal for us should be to do an episode from Denmark where you, me, and Nick buy Hala a beer and just shoot the shit.
That would be absolutely excellent. The first Here for Us are on location. That would be wild.
Yeah, we might have to do Here for Us are on location sometime. That might be fun.
I agree. I can think of a couple opportunities. We'll keep it on the DL. But it was I can't have said it before, but it was so nice getting these things in over the holidays for me. I didn't ask too many guys because I didn't want to be overloaded, and plus I had to like make all the transitions, and I was like, I got a lot of things going on, but every time I got one in, and like I was like, oh, I wonder how it's doing, and then I'd watch it and feel all warm inside, sipping my coffee. It was just great. It was great.
Watching Hala is a lot like that hot chocolate that I just finished.
Yeah.
It's good for the soul, man.
It is. He's very nice guy. Very nice guy, and I like that about his stream. He's not overly nice. Like he's not like fake nice guy. But he's not toxic. And so many streams you watch, guys are toxic. And
is it fair to call him iRacing's Danish Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely, and in fact, I encourage it.
All right,
I would encourage it.
Danish Mr. Rogers. We're gonna have to change his name on the server to Danish Mr. Rogers. I think.
I'm on it. Manny, let's talk PESC 2021. Okay. I want hot takes. I want who's going to win the first race on Saturday.
Is it this Saturday?
Yep, the 9th. Yeah, buddy.
Where is it?
Interlagos.
Ooh.
So here's what I want. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. First, winner.
Okay.
Winner of the feature. Who do you got?
Winner of the feature? I'm going Job.
Job? Okay. That's probably a fair pick.
Job seems to do really well on the technical tracks.
I am picking Rogers because he's the GOAT.
He is absolutely the GOAT.
Let's hear where Mr. Brian Lockwood's finishing. Remember last year at Zandvoort, he had a very good first round.
Yeah, and I don't know. When I think of Interlagos, it's semi-similar to Zandvoort. I'd say you kind of approach him similarly. It's just that you have more opportunities to pass on Interlagos. But I'm gonna say 6th place for Brian Lockwood on Saturday.
It'd be a very good result. I actually think Brian he'll be knocking on top 10, definitely.
Yeah.
Will it be there? I mean, you always need a little bit of luck when you're kind of in that hot mid pack, but I don't know. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you.
And if there's anything he showed last year, he's good for a surprise. And I know he's coming into the season very motivated after totally fucking up last season by accidentally unregistering for one of the races, and the points difference, of course, being what caused him to requalify.
Here's what I'll say. Although Brian's been iRacing for a long time, and I know that a lot of these guys are pretty young in general, sometimes I think we do, like, Brian's a young guy. You know, I don't want to call him inexperienced.
He's basically a fetus compared to us. That's fair.
He's far from inexperienced. But I mean, regardless, at age 21, I think he's still 21,
Is he 21?
unless he's 22 now. But I mean, you're
Fuck.
still, I would be garbage at 21, even if I had talent. So
I mean, you're garbage at 31?
I'm 29. Fuck you. And I think that after a year in, I think I think we'll see something from Brian. So we'll see. Okay. Do you think there'll be a rookie in the top 5 in the future?
A rookie in the top 5? No. Absolutely not. Not in Interlagos.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Who's probably the biggest non-Lockwood to qualify? Berryman? Did Berryman qualify?
I don't think so. Missed it.
Ah!
God, who's the guy who won a bunch of the quality races? Please help.
Oh
Please,
my god.
send me.
I know who you're talking about. Dude was a beast.
Brian, please help. Brian, I need help.
Brian Bayless out.
It was the guy. He went to
With a
Coanda.
name.
He went to Coanda now.
Dane Warren.
No, he was there already. Right?
Okay. Is it
Charlie
I know who you're
Collins.
talking about.
Charlie Collins.
Charlie Collins, yep.
A lot of pace. We'll see if he has the consistency. You need a little bit of luck, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you watched any of the Sprint Car WC, Manny? No. Take it not. Take it he is not. Let me tell you, it's hot. Every week, whatever you think about dirt, the iRacing race, it is wicked good. Those guys are going like 3 wide.
I will say my first take of 2021, I thought that the big block modified was just going to be a shitbox.
Mm-hmm.
And my first take of the year, big block modified, best dirt oval car on iRacing.
Hot take.
So freaking good.
Hot
it is
take.
so much fun.
I'll have to give that a go. I'm having actually I've been driving a lot of truck lately, and they did the draft update. Okay.
Right.
And I know they did a new tire for the road and the short tracks. But I raced so now we've done Michigan, Iowa, and Chicagoland on the new deal. And the draft is strong, no doubt. And I know some guys are complaining about it. And Chicagoland has been, with the draft, some guys are very aggressive in C Open. Like, I've never seen C Open like this, where guys are throwing blocks, even with like 60 laps to go. But I'll tell you what, I've had green flag stops. So I've had about 16 races in the 3 weeks of C Open thus far. And I've had green stops in, I bet you, 10 of them.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been wild, actually. I'm impressed by most of the racing. So it's been
How
good.
long is open at Road America?
I do not know.
If it's a relatively decent length, I might do it with you.
I'd like that, Manny. That would be a lot of fun. The fixed set's not bad either, though. A little bit pushy.
No,
not bad.
I'm sure.
Not bad.
I'll probably do it in both.
A wonderful combo. If you are listening to this early in the week, do trucks at Road America. Even if you do fixed, I don't care. Do whatever you gotta do.
I think that obviously there are a decent amount of road drivers that farmed it on the old system, where all of their oval iRating came from just the road course weeks. But for anyone who hasn't tried a road course week in a stock car, it is an experience that I would recommend to anyone on the service. It is so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Very fun and very different too than any road cars.
The racing is quite challenging. Matching the blips, watching after the tires, like it's good.
Yeah,
it's real good.
The tire conservation is not a thing that we have to deal with nearly as much, at least at unless you're at like real crazy levels. But you really have to pay attention in the trucks.
Got it. So not as bad as seasons past, but still zesty.
Yeah. You really, the fall off's big at RA. So Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do it. It's great. And now if you're an oval bandit, you don't have to worry about, your oval iRating. It's road. Just run
This
it,
is
man.
very true.
Run it. Let's do it. If anyone wants some tips, anyone wants to run some laps, ring me up. I think it's great. I'm having a lot of fun there. I have one more, and it sounds like I actually just checked my email. I have a couple waiting in there. So we have a few stragglers today. So we'll have some to play next app too. But I have one
Okay.
more year in sim racing before we start wrapping up. We'll do a hot short 45, to start things off in the new year, Manny. But
Wow.
here
A focused broadcast.
here's
Holy shit.
Here's a fellow that I was actually really pleased that he sent one in, because I thought that the media side of the NASCAR might be really interesting to hear from. So here's this guy.
This is Justin Malillo, and I'm the managing editor for TheRacingExperts.com, as well as an avid sim racer. And my year in sim racing was busy. It started in Charlotte as one of the journalists covering the iRacing Media Days, and from there the whole eNASCAR Coke Series, Road Pro, and Pro Series ensued. There was plenty of pro-level racing to cover. The pandemic brought us the eNASCAR Pro Invitational Series and got me my first real gig as an iRacing photographer. I worked with Arrow McLaren, JGR, Hendrick, SHR Penske, and Levine. A plethora of series spawned as well. I got to help promote and race in Vargas's E-Trucks, the Castle Kligerman E-Racer Firecracker. I won a fan vote to race in the California Clash, and I even got involved in a league that brought real-life drivers and industry members together. I made the championship 4 there, and then I had the title yanked from my grasp after a terrible call. My own league, FTF Racing, made the jump to iRacing for Manor 2003, and now we're looking at 125 people registered for our 500-miler at Daytona in January. It was a busy 2020, and it's likely going to be an even busier one in 2021.
Man, these broadcast boys are good at this.
They're killing it.
Yeah, they're very good.
I think the most interesting thing I learned there was that there are still people running NR 2003 leagues. That's amazing.
I was mind blown, but hey, it's Dynamic Trick's still live there, Manny. That's the thing. Don't be an idiot.
It's multi-groove as well.
Yeah. That's
Holy
it's
shit.
the only place you can pass. Don't be stupid.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that we got this podcast out so 2020 can end officially. I know everyone, all the iRacers have been waiting for this pod. They're like, we can't end our year. We gotta wait a couple of days.
I was very surprised
Yeah.
when iRacing put out their year in review, a couple days before we officially declared 2020 dead. But, I'll make sure to mention it to Alex Horn next time I see him. But, next time, I'll make sure that, we give the blessing in advance.
I will say that there will be a undisclosed staff member that I contacted for a year in sim racing, and I did not get a response.
Ooh, Tom getting banned 2021. You heard it here first.
So there you have it. Anyway, 2020, wild stuff. Yeah, actually, that speaking of the iRacing video in 2020, their year in review, all the events that you didn't have to be a professional real life racer to get in, that they featured, I raced.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, yep. That made me feel warm inside. I'll be honest. Made me feel
Not bad.
It made me feel like a little special boy. Now, if only I could get in a WC.
I mean, there's always 2022.
There's always 2025. I agree. Thank you, Manny. Manny, let's do closing thoughts. Let's get out of here.
Closing thoughts. 2020, real shit outside of air-conditioned home. Inside air-conditioned home, pretty fucking good. What else? Daytona in a couple weeks. Super stoked for that. It's gonna be great. Gonna try and do the double. Win the 500 and the 24. So we'll see.
Wishing you best of luck, buddy. Yeah, 2020 behind us now. other than the sim racing things, 2020 probably not a very good year for very many people. And
No, quite
sort of a
shit.
bummer.
I would say from like a global standpoint, like if you're looking at like Mother Earth as a whole, probably quite shit.
Indeed. Well, I hope we can start getting back to normal. You know, watching some racing. I miss watching real racing, Manny. I really do. I've never in my life said this before, but it's this time of year, and I go, man, I really wish NASCAR was on. You know, it's been a couple nights, and I'm like, man, it'd be nice to have a truck race on Friday night and just watch some trucks going in circles.
I mean, you do have the Race of 1,000 Years to watch through while you work tomorrow that I sent you.
Yep. Well, I will try my best, Manny. But I think on that, we can call it dead. 2020 is dead.
Yeah,
Killed.
fuck 2020, we out.
Killed. Daytona now in 3 weeks. Is that right? 2 weeks? Help me out here. 3 weeks? 3 weeks. Daytona 24, iRacing 24 in 3 weeks. We have the Sprint Car WC back in action tomorrow night on Dirt Vision. We have Pesk rolling in on Saturday for round 1. I'm quite excited. And
besides
new
fuck
races.
2020, also fuck Tom. Very
Fuck Tom.
important.
Fuck Tom. Agree. It's 2020. Fuck Tom. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're rolling. Expect more Year in Sim Racing next app because sim racers only do shit on their own schedule, even when they have a week in advance. It's fine. I'm over it. I get it. You know who you are. You're on my shit list.
Dead to
Manny?
us.
Happy New Year, Manny. Happy New Year, listeners. And I will see you next week here on the pod. Or you won't see me because majority of people are still audio listeners, which I'm telling you every time.
Just boggles the mind.
Watch the damn thing. Whatever. You don't get to see Manny's face.
I mean, I feel like it's an okay face. At least one person has agreed to marry it.
Yeah. So all you people are being very rude to Manny. All you audio-only listeners. I'm gonna...
1 like equals 1 prayer.
Oh, dear. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I had a good 2020 in sim racing, and beyond that, I think I'm glad to see it go.
Tom, just shut the fuck up and close the pod.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.